I feel honored to present this demonstration lesson today on behalf of the Scared Andhra Pradesh as part of our 4th class EVS textbook. The topic for this session is from period 5, titled Wastage of Food at Home. Let me now take a moment to explain the learning objectives and the key concept of this lesson. Objective 1: to help children realize the importance of reducing food waste. Objective 2: to help students understand ways to avoid food waste at home. Concept 1 of this lesson focuses on 2 things. 1. Eating together in different occasions like weddings, birthdays, or picnics. 2. Observing how food gets wasted in such situations and even at home. Through this concept, students will reflect on their eating habits and learn the value of food. We will encourage them to finish their plate, share food with care, and not let anything go to waste. Teachers, I request you to kindly observe the screen. I am displaying period 5 of lesson 5, Eat Together, from the 4th class EVS handbook. Based on this period plan, I will now present a demonstration lesson. In the first section, called I Do, the teacher explains and models the lesson. So please observe how I introduce and explain the concept. In this part, I will explain the lesson clearly so that you can understand how food is wasted and what we can do to stop it. Watch and listen carefully as I model this for you. Start with the revising the previous period. In the last period, we had talked about midday meals. Good morning, everyone. In this session, we will explore how to engage students through simple yet meaningful questions that trigger reflection and awareness. Today's focus is on promoting mindful eating habits through classroom discussion.
Let's remember what we learned in the last class.
Sharing food brings happiness to others.
Today, we'll learn something equally important. Children, can you tell me what happens to the food after we eat it? Does it disappear or go somewhere?
Now, I will begin with a relatable situation from the classroom. Please look at this slide and observe the question on it. Good morning, everyone. In this session, we will explore how to engage students through simple yet meaningful questions that trigger reflection and awareness. Today's focus is on promoting mindful eating habits through classroom discussion. Let's begin with this simple question you can ask in class. Do all students complete all their meals served on the plate? As a teacher, you ask this in a calm, friendly tone. Then you pause and wait, give them space to think. Let the students share whatever they honestly feel. When asking this question, keep these things in mind. Don't suggest what the right answer is. Be neutral in your facial expression and tone. If a student says, "No, I don't always finish my food," don't scold or advise immediately. Just explore further with curiosity. These follow-up questions deepen the discussion and allow students to think critically. For example, if one student says they don't finish because they don't like certain vegetables, we can guide the class into talking about preferences, nutrition, or gratitude for food. These are some genuine responses students might share. We should listen carefully and use their answers to guide the next part of the conversation. This way, learning becomes child-centric and inquiry-based. When we use such open-ended questions, we are not only teaching about food habits, we're also building students' values, improving communication skills, developing their thinking and decision-making ability. This aligns perfectly with the foundational literacy and numeracy (FLN) approach and the state learning outcomes framework. Let's now move into a short demonstration. Please observe the questioning technique, tone of voice, and student engagement. After the demo, We'll reflect together on what went well and how we can apply this in our own classrooms. This is the point where we allow students to share their real experiences. We ask the class, why do some children leave food on their plates? And wait for the responses.
Children waste food for many reasons. Sometimes they take more than they can eat, or they don't like the taste. Sometimes children are not hungry, or they may be sick. In other cases, they have not learned the importance and value of food. That is why we must teach children to take only what they need, finish their plate, and respect the food served to them.
Wait for the student's response.
Sir, some children waste food if they don't like how it tastes or if they are not hungry. Sir, sometimes we waste food when we take more than we can eat. Sir, some people take more food than they need and throw it away later.
Very good. We must avoid wasting food because many people don't have enough to eat.
Don't waste food, especially vegetables. To help children understand the importance of eating all food served and avoid food wastage, especially vegetables, raise your hand if you've ever left vegetables uneaten on your plate. Yes, I understand. Many children feel that way. After asking each question, pause, look at students. Let 1 to 2 students respond before moving to next question. Even if you don't like the taste now, your tongue will slowly learn to like it. Just like we learn to ride a bicycle.
Children, look here. This is what happens when we waste food at home. Rice, sambar, curry all go into the dustbin.
Not only at home, children, we also waste a lot of food at functions and hotels.
Every day, many people go to sleep without eating even a single meal. Children, food gets wasted when we take more than needed, cook extra, or don't eat what we're given. Even at school, some children waste midday meals. Let's take only what we can eat. Children, this boy wasted food. How do you think his mother feels? How many of you leave vegetables on the plate? Mostly those vegetables that you don't like. Some children leave vegetables on the plate. Is this a good habit?
Wait for the student's response.
Sometimes I leave bitter gourd and drumsticks. I don't like their taste. I waste curry leaves and coriander. I think they're not needed, but Amma says they are good for health. I don't like bitter gourd, but I try to eat it when my mother cooks it.
Let us begin today's lesson with a simple thought. We all love to eat food, but do we always like all kinds of food? What kinds of food do you like the most? Is there any food you do not like to eat? Why? Wait for student responses. Expected student responses. I like biryani. I don't like leafy vegetables. I love sweets. I don't like bitter gourd because it is bitter. Teacher follow-up. Very good. We all have different food preferences. That's natural. Why should we eat vegetables even if we don't like them? What happens if we don't eat vegetables regularly? Wait for student responses. Expected responses. Vegetables are good for health. They give us vitamins and make us strong. If we don't eat vegetables, we may fall sick. Teacher reinforcement. Excellent answers. Even if we don't like some vegetables, we must include them in our meals to stay healthy. Look at the picture. What do you see happening here? Is this a good practice? Why or why not? Wait for student responses. Expected responses. People are wasting food at a function. So much food is left on the plates. This is not good. Food should not be wasted. That's right. We must be careful not to waste food, especially when many people don't have enough to eat. Can you think of how food is wasted at your home sometimes? What can we do to avoid wasting food at home? Wait for student responses. Expected responses. We waste food when we take too much and don't finish it. Sometimes food gets spoiled if we forget to eat it on time. We can reduce waste by cooking only what is needed. Dear teachers, please open your textbooks to page number 222. Today's topic is we love to eat food, but sometimes we may like it and sometimes we may not. Some of us do not like to eat vegetables, but we should always eat vegetables to stay healthy. Now, observe the pictures given here. One shows children leaving food on their plates. The other shows plates full of leftover food after a function. This lesson teaches us that food is wasted in large amounts at functions. And in the same way, food is also wasted at home. After explaining, you can ask students, how is food wasted at functions? Is food wasted at your home? Encourage students to share their answers and understand the importance of avoiding food wastage.
We love to eat food, but sometimes we may like it, and sometimes we may not. Some of us don't like vegetables, but we should always eat them to stay healthy.
Vegetables give us vitamins and keep us strong. That's why we must eat them, even if we don't like the taste.
Children, look at this picture. How is food wasted at functions? Does food get wasted at your home too? At many functions, food is wasted like this every day. This food could feed the hungry. Do you think it's fair, children? Some throw away food while others sleep hungry. When we waste food, we also waste water, gas, electricity, and the hard work of farmers. Look at this, children. While we waste food, many people are going hungry every day. Think, children, when we waste food, someone else might go to bed hungry. Is that fair? Every grain of rice we eat is the result of a farmer's hard work under the hot sun. Wasting food also means disrespecting the farmer who worked so hard to grow it. Even at school, some children waste midday meals. Let's take only what we can eat. From farmer to mother, every meal comes with effort. We must respect food and not waste even a grain. So many people work hard. Farmers, vendors, mothers, cooks, men, just to bring us food. Shouldn't we value every bite? Before food comes to our plate, a farmer works hard day and night. Even one grain should not be wasted. Children, before food reaches your plate, many people work hard. Farmers, transporters, shopkeepers, even your own parents. Children, food doesn't appear by magic. It travels a long journey, from soil to our plates. What if there's no food tomorrow? Think, children. Food wasted today could feed someone tomorrow.
Wait for the student's response.
Sometimes we waste food at home when we take more and don't finish our meals.
Food is wasted at weddings when people take too much and leave it on their plates.
Very good. So we learned that food is wasted both at home and in functions. We should take only what we can eat. Food wastage is not a good practice because many people around the world go hungry. Wasting food means we are not valuing what we have. When we waste food, we also waste the hard work of farmers, the time spent cooking, and the money used to prepare it. So many people in our country sleep hungry each night. Before wasting food, We must think about those who
Wait for the student's response.
Wasting food is not good because so many people sleep hungry. We should respect food. We should not waste food. So much hard work goes into growing it. We must respect it. When food is wasted, people who are hungry don't get anything to eat. That's why we should not waste food.
At this point, we check understanding with simple but deep questions. Dear teachers, I'm going to demonstrate a classroom lesson based on the textbook lesson Food Wastage. We'll go step by step using the approach mentioned in the AP Teacher's Handbook. I'll also explain the questioning techniques, student engagement, and assessment during each part. Alright, at this stage, we build curiosity. We don't explain everything. Instead, we ask open-ended questions to get students thinking. Ask students, modeling in demo, what do you think is happening in this picture? Where do you think the food is being wasted? This is a factual recall question. We expect answers based on what was read or observed. Open-ended questions allow students to think critically. There are no right or wrong answers here. We want to encourage ideas, opinions, and reasoning. Teacher follow-up. Exactly. It also wastes water, fuel, and land. And it shows disrespect for the efforts of farmers and workers. These questions connect the topic to the students' personal lives. This builds relevance and ownership. Among dear teacher, we must listen not only for content, but for values and thinking skills. Students expressing concern, giving examples, or asking questions themselves are signs of good engagement. This activity integrates creativity, value education, and peer sharing. It also helps us assess learning in a fun way. Let us ask a factual question first. How did the students in the textbook respond to food wastage? Now an open-ended one. Why is food wastage a concern?
Why do you think people waste food when others are hungry? Think about what we can do instead.
Food is a gift. Many people don't even get one meal. Wasting food is like disrespecting farmers and the hungry. We should not waste food because many people don't have enough to eat. Food takes time and hard work to grow. At home, I will take only the food I can eat. I will not waste any food on my plate.
How did the students in our textbook react to food wastage at the wedding?
Sir, the students in the textbook saw food being thrown away and felt very sad.
Why do you think it's a serious concern when people waste food? Why do you think it's a serious concern when people waste food?
When people waste food, it hurts those who are hungry and don't get anything to eat. We should only take what we can eat.
Very good. So we learned that food is wasted both at home and in functions. We should take only what we can eat.
Group work Viduru. Group work means the teacher and students do the activity together. It is also called Vidu. In this part, the teacher helps the students to learn by doing the task along with them. The teacher gives support, asks questions, and guides the students while doing the activity. Students participate actively. This helps them understand better before doing it on their own. Group discussion. Let's talk about food, wastage, and hunger. Now we will work in groups of 4. I will show you 2 pictures. After observing them, you will talk with your group and answer a few questions together. Food wastage at a wedding. People struggling from hunger. Group discussion questions. What is the difference between the 2 pictures? Why is it important not to waste food? Suggest 3 solutions to help people who don't get enough food to eat. Teacher's role: how to guide the discussion, move around the classroom, and listen to each group. Ask leading questions like semicolon. What do you feel when you see these pictures? What do you think happens to wasted food? Can weddings be planned better to reduce food wastage? How can we help hungry people in our community? Encourage quiet students to speak. Don't give answers. Let students think and respond. After each group finishes, ask one student per group to share. Expected student response. Difference between the pictures. One in shows food being wasted. The other shows people who don't have food to eat. Contrast between abundance and scarcity. Why is it important not to waste food? Because many people are starving and don't have enough to eat. Wasting food is wasting money, resources, and effort. We should respect food and be thankful for what we have. Suggest 3 solutions to help people who don't get enough food to eat. Share leftover or extra food with people in need. Support or start food donation drives in your area. Educate others about reducing food waste and helping the hungry. Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss something very important: food wastage and hunger. I will show you 2 pictures. Look at them carefully and think deeply. Then discuss these 3 questions in your groups. Take turns, listen to each other, and respect everyone's ideas. I will come to your groups and help if needed. After that, one member from each group will share your thoughts. Ready? Let's start.
Now, form groups of 4. You will all discuss together using the images I will show you.
Observe these pictures carefully. Talk with your group and answer all 3 questions below. Think deeply.
Very good.
Group 1.
Group 1. Are you ready to share what you discussed? Look carefully at the 2 pictures. What do you feel when you see them? Talk in your group.
In the first picture, people are wasting food during a wedding.
In the second, a child is sad and has no food to eat.
In the first picture, food is being wasted at a function. But in the second, poor people are hungry and waiting for food.
In one picture, food is thrown away after a wedding.
But in the other, people are starving without even one meal.
Can you share one difference between the pictures?
They don't have food, but here, people are wasting so much at the...
What do you notice in the second picture, children?
They look very hungry.
But so much food was thrown away in the first picture.
We should not waste food because many people don't have enough to eat. Food takes time and hard work to grow. We can donate leftover food to people in need.
We should share food with hungry people near us.
Food is precious. We should not throw it away. Because so many people don't get even one full meal.
In the wedding picture, lots of food is wasted.
But in the other picture, people are hungry and have no food.
In the wedding picture, lots of food is wasted.
But in the other picture, people are hungry and have no food.
What do you think we can do to make sure no one goes hungry? Can you think of 3 ways we can help people who don't have enough to eat?
My mother stores leftovers in the fridge. We don't waste.
I'm proud of your ideas, Group 4. These are practical and caring solutions.
We can give food to hungry people instead of throwing it.
Food is precious. Everyone should get it.
Well done. Good job, Group 2. Your suggestions can help real people in need.
We should not waste at weddings.
We can give extra food to people who need it.
Well done.
Let's now write your group's ideas so we can share with the class.
For this part, we give students time to reflect personally and draw. Independent work. You do independent work means the student does the activity alone. It is also called you do. In this part, the teacher does not help directly. Students use what they have learned during the lesson and try to complete the task on their own. This helps the teacher know how well the student has understood the topic. Today we are going to discuss on a difficult topic on creating awareness about food wastage among students, as outlined in the AP handbook. The goal is not just to inform students about food wastage, but to help them reflect on their habits and suggest practical actions they can take. After a brief discussion, we'll ask students to express their thinking through drawing. This visual element helps young learners engage better. As teachers, we need to pause after each question. Give students 30 seconds to 1 minute to think. For younger children, allow drawing time first, then follow up with writing. These are examples of reflective answers. We should encourage honesty, not perfection. Praise any effort to think and act responsibly. This promotes real-world connection. It encourages discussion at home and observation skills. The workbook activity reinforces the topic. Use these questions in class, discussions, or morning assemblies. They work well in group conversations. This connects emotions and behavior, helping the student take ownership.
Now take out your notebooks. Draw a food you waste often and write one way to stop it. Good job. Think about what food you leave on the plate most.
Earlier, I threw rice and dosa in the bin. I will not waste food again.
At weddings, I take too much food. I will take only small portions from now. Sometimes I waste food during midday meals. I will take less and finish it.
I waste rice sometimes. I will ask for less next time.
Homework activity, food wastage awareness. Encourage students to talk to parents or observe during dinner time. This builds awareness through observation. Ask these questions before giving homework to help students understand the purpose. These are possible real-life responses. Even simple answers are meaningful. Students are reflecting on family habits. This helps reinforce the message and encourages communication skills and accountability. These extension tasks make the topic creative and promote long-term awareness.
Your task is simple. Just look around you, in your kitchen or street. What food is being wasted?
Now think for a moment. What is one thing you can do at home to stop food wastage? Start an awareness campaign in your village and store leftover food properly.
To close the lesson, let's reflect. What did we learn today?
Today, we understood an important message. Food is precious and we should never waste it. But every food item has a purpose, and vegetables help us stay strong and healthy.
Sometimes we leave food on our plate because we don't like certain items, especially vegetables. We saw how food is often wasted at functions and at home, while many others go hungry. Through discussion, drawing, and group work, we shared ideas to reduce food waste.
By respecting food, we respect the farmers, our parents, and all the hard work behind it.
We should take only what we can eat and finish what we take.
Let's make a promise drawing to value food, eat healthy, and never waste what we are given. Thank you.
Today we understood an important message. Food is precious and we should never waste it. We learned that sometimes we leave food on our plate because we don't like certain items, especially vegetables. But every food item has a purpose, and vegetables help us stay strong and healthy. We also saw how food is often wasted at functions and at home, while at the same time, many people around us go hungry. Through discussion, drawing, and group work, we shared ideas on how to reduce food waste and be more responsible. Let us remember we should take only what we can eat and finish what we take. By respecting food, we also respect the farmers, our parents, and all the hard work behind it. Let's make a small promise today to value food, to eat healthy, and to never waste what we are given. Thank you